What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my channel. So I actually run a different channel here on YouTube, so releasing this video on there would be pretty odd for my audience considering it's a music channel. But I recently have been very happy with my life, and I haven't been able to say that for a very long time. So I wanted to make this video giving thanks to not only a person that is unfortunately no longer here with us, but a fictional character that he also created, and that person is none other than Son Goku. So over the years, we've seen him grow from a curious, tail-wagging kid into one of the strongest beings in the universe, constantly pushing his limits to protect his friends, his family, and his planet. But for me, his impact goes far beyond just battles and planet-shattering power-ups. Goku is the embodiment of the person I strive to be every single day. So, getting a little deep here, I personally for years have battled with depression, crippling anxiety, being overweight, and most importantly, I was an alcoholic. I quit drinking and have been sober for 5 months now and can confidently say that I will never ever drink again. And it's during this hard time in my life dealing with all these things that I constantly looked for inspiration and a way for me to consistently stay strong and fight back against these demons that had a hold on me. Even though I had loving family members and friends to turn to for help when I needed it most, Goku and DragonBall in general was always the thing that was there for me during these times. And every time I would watch Goku, I would always get a spark of motivation. Something inside of me would always click whenever I would see Goku stare down whoever it was he was facing. No matter how big the odds were against him, he always stood his ground and overcame whatever it was that was in his way. Now, I know some people might find this cringe or roll their eyes, but it really doesn't matter to me, because in all honesty, we all have a hero figure in our lives, and I know millions of others feel the same as I do. And quite frankly, I find it crazy that a fictional character in one scene can inspire me more than 100 David Goggins videos can. And that's no knock on David Goggins, that dude's a freaking champ. But let's start with the lighter side of things, Goku's goofiness. He's often the comic relief even in the most intense situations, whether it's his complete lack of understanding of social norms, his single-minded focus on food, or just his pure childlike wonder of the world around him. Goku reminds me of the importance of not taking life too seriously. In our day-to-day, we can get so caught up in deadlines, responsibilities, and the general stresses of adulthood. So seeing Goku, even as he's preparing to face a world-ending threat, take a moment to be amazed by something so simple, or even just to make a silly remark, is a powerful reminder to those moments of levity in our own lives. I actively try to inject that same lightheartedness into my own interactions. Do not be afraid to be a little silly, even if it means occasionally embarrassing yourself. It's a conscious effort to embrace the joy in the mundane, just like Goku does with a giant bowl of food. But the goofiness is just one facet of what makes Goku so compelling. Beneath that sometimes absent-minded exterior lies an incredible strength and a resilience that I find deeply inspiring. And I'm not just talking about his ever-increasing power level that just seems to have no end at this point. It's the mental fortitude and the unwavering determination to never give up that truly resonates with me. Goku faces villains who are often leagues beyond him in terms of power, and yet he always finds a way to stand his ground and to push past his limitations, and to ultimately protect everything he holds dear. When I'm facing a particularly difficult challenge, whether it's a professional setback, a personal struggle, or even just a tough workout, I often try to channel that quote-unquote inner Saiyan. I think about Goku's relentless training, his refusal to back down, and it fuels me to keep going and to push just a little bit harder. It's a reminder that our own limits are often self-imposed, and with enough dedication we can overcome obstacles that once seemed impossible. And perhaps the most profound impact Goku has had on me is through his unwavering positivity. So think about it, this dude has faced near-death experiences countless times, witnessed the destruction of his home planet, and battled beings of unimaginable power, and yet through all of it, he still maintains a happy, positive attitude. I mean, come on. He believes in the good in people and even in his enemies sometimes, and he always looks for a solution. That kind of unwavering belief in the possibility of a positive outcome is something I actively try to cultivate in my own life. It's easy to get bogged down by all the negativity and to focus on the problems and the obstacles. But remembering Goku's ability to find hope even in the craziest of circumstances reminds me to look for the silver lining, and to believe that even in bad situations there's always a chance for things to get better. It's about approaching the challenges with a mindset of how can I overcome this rather than succumbing to the despair. So, while he might be a fictional character who shoots energy blasts and flies through the sky, Goku represents so much of what I aspire to be as a person. He's a reminder that strength isn't just about physical power, it's about mental fortitude and unwavering determination. He shows us that it's okay to be a little bit goofy and to find the simple joys in life, and that maintaining a positive outlook even when things are tough can make all the difference. He's not perfect, he makes mistakes, But his core values, his desire to protect, his relentless pursuit of improvement, and his optimistic spirit are qualities I always try to embody in my own life, every single day. He's a constant source of inspiration, pushing me to be a better version of myself, both inside and out. So, it's with that I want to thank Akira Toriyama. His creations have brought me so much happiness and joy in times when I felt like there were none. It's through his character of Goku that I always found that untapped potential inside of me whenever I needed it most, and it's hard for me to say whether or not I would have been able to get through all these things if it weren't for Dragon Ball being there most of my life. So thank you, Akira Toriyama, and rest in peace.